sensory foods. Something about sugar, starch, carbohydrates, giving energy, breakdown, digestion. Glucose is the main energy producing.
Hello lovely people, you're welcome back to NUTRI-DIET with Sarpomaa Kuma. If today is your first time here, this is a nutritional talk show that addresses all your nutritional problems and answers all your nutritional questions you may have. Last week I came your way with an introductory video. This week we are going to look at who a nutritionist is, what are the roles of a nutritionist, and when is it necessary to look for a nutritionist. If today is your first time here, you are welcome to NUTRI-DIET with Sarpomaa. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down there and leave all your comments in the comment section. We will attend to them at the right time. Let me take this opportunity to acknowledge Omane Ajekum Gym. Last week, the gym I used in my introductory video was a gym at the Kamina Barracks 6BN, located inside the barracks here in Tamale. Would also like to acknowledge Northbuzz Media, that's the media behind my videography. You can check them out on Instagram, Northbuzz Media. Do you know who a nutritionist is? A nutritionist is a specialist or an expert in the use of food and diet to promote health and manage diseases. Just like any other department, there are subspecialties in nutrition. A nutritionist can specialize as a pediatric nutritionist. His focus is on children. A nutritionist can specialize as a sports nutritionist. His focus will be on sportsmen and athletes. A nutritionist can specialize as a renal or nephrology nutritionist. Diet therapy is critical for patients with kidney disease, and for this reason it's important to get someone who is specialized in that field to help them with their medical nutrition therapy. We've been hearing of nutritionists in our hospitals, in our clinics, in our homes, and even in our communities. What are the roles nutritionists play? Nutritionists assess nutritional status of their clients or their patients. In assessing nutritional status, we have a term called ABCD. A stands for anthropometric measurements. In anthropometry, it's basically taking measurements of the human body. In anthropometric measurements, we measure the human body. We take measurements like the height, the weight, which will put together to get the body mass index of the patient. We also take measurements like the head circumference, which is mostly for children, and we also take the recumbent length, which is mostly for children under 2 years that cannot stand well on their feet. Also, in anthropometric measurements, we take a measurement of the skin fold thickness. This is to determine the amount of fat that is in the human body. The B, which stands for biochemical method of assessment, is taking samples from the human body and taking it to the lab to run some tests. Good indicators for this biochemical analysis is the urine testing and blood testing. This is because chemicals in the body move through blood and they exit the body through the urine. The C stands for clinical methods. Here we look out for some signs and symptoms on the patient that will help us indicate whether the patient is optimally nourished or malnourished. Some of these signs and symptoms could be bitter spots. We also look out for signs like bilateral pitting edema. This is easily tested when the two thumbs are put on the feet. Press gently for about 2 to 3 seconds. When the thumbs are released and there is an indent on the feet, it shows the patient is having bilateral pitting edema. We also have a picture of this shown on the screen. Some of these signs and symptoms could be pale palm and pale conjunctiva. This could be as a result of iron deficiency. And of course, one of the major signs that we all know is goiter, which is as a result of iodine deficiency. The D, which stands for dietary measurement, is basically asking your patient what he or she has taken for the past 3 days or for the past an hour or a day. Still on the roles of a nutritionist also gives nutritional counseling. This is after a nutritionist has gone through the nutritional analysis with the patients. Or from the nutritional counseling, a nutritionist can also develop a diet plan or a menu plan for for a patient. Developing a diet plan, we consider locality where the person finds himself or herself. We consider food that are available within that locality. Also, we consider the amount the person has or the budget the person is having. And lastly, we consider the person's preference, because you cannot pick a food or a food group that the person is not comfortable to take. So all these things are considered in developing diet plan. A nutritionist is supposed to evaluate whether the diet plan that has given to the patient is moving well or going towards the targets that has been set. When a patient comes to you, you set a target with the patient. So in order not to lose track, it is better to document whatever you are doing with the patient. Someone may ask, when is it necessary to even see a nutritionist? People with food allergy are supposed to see their nutritionist to help them make choices that will make up with the nutrients they are losing from the food they are not taking. People with digestive issues are supposed to see their nutritionist. Of course, what pushes people to nutritionists so much is weight management. When you want to manage your weight in the proper and the best way, you are supposed to see your nutritionist. Lastly, during convalescence, such patients are supposed to involve their nutritionist to make up the nutrients that they've lost during serious injury, surgery, or illness. I hope today's episode has been insightful. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave it in the comment section below and we will attend to it at the right time. If today is your first time, please don't forget to hit the subscription button, like our videos,